is love from the first time I set my eyes upon yours, thinking, oh, is it love?
Nilmin, funny, fun to hang out with.
Oh, Nilmin's my girl.
She's always a good friend, and she's a lot of fun to go out with and party.
Yeah, she can be wild.
Yeah, she's an extremely caring person, and she goes above and beyond to make sure you're doing well in life.
She's super sweet, very creative. I mean, has just, all these great ideas. She's, always someone that I could go to.
She's lucky to have Imtiaz.
I think she's really sweet, and she's down to earth, and she's really hardworking.
She's a hustler. Deep down, she's a hustler.
What does that mean?
She hustles.
I think Imtiaz is probably one of the best people I've met. I met him in 8th grade. He's always been there. Whenever you need him, he's always there. Even if you don't need him, he finds a way to show up.
Imtiaz he's a good man.
Hardworking, honest. He's a really, really good friend.
Ditto.
Imtiaz, he's a cool cat, smart, has his head straight, fun to hang out with.
I got to know him even better in college, and I could say if I ever needed anything, Imtiaz would be one of the first people I would call, because no matter what, even if he hadn't spoken in weeks or months, he'd drop whatever he's doing and come help me out.
You said I was going to be the first person to call.
You'd be the first, he'd be the second.
Okay. When I first think of Imtiaz and Nilmin, the first thing I think is Alim Camp, because that's where they actually met and first ever seen each other. When I think of them, when I think of Imtiaz and Nilmin, it's just time and commitment and love.
Okay, the picnic. Okay, so what happened at the picnic was,
Imtiaz asked Nilmin out on the first date, for sure. It was, wait.
so definitely Imtiaz was the one who asked her out, if that's what you're asking.
It was at the picnic, but I'm trying to think.
Nilmin wanted a boyfriend because she wanted someone to carry her books.
I think the final thing was like, Imtiaz did ask Nilmin out. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know.
And she met Imtiaz and she asked him out, actually.
I think it was Nilmin. Nilmin was the one who was the daring one, and she asked him first. And that's how we got started. But yeah, I think it's Nilmin. That's my girl again.
Well, I got the story. When, the bowling story is, everybody knows it. It's basically when we had this little skipping day at high school.
And we were just sitting at lunch. I was like, let's just get out of here for a day, Let's just skip school and just go do something.
He skipped school and took my car.
The next thing you know, it's 4 more people. Before bowling, we go all the way to Elsig High School, and we hang out over there, and then another 2 people come with us, and then we go all the way to Emerald Bowling. We go to Emerald Bowling and we bowl.
And we got caught.
By the cops.
Yeah, by the cops. And that was the best time. I mean, people besides the crew that went out to bowl know about this story.
It was worth skipping that day.
It was worth it. We became popular. All of us did.
And the cops came and everything happened, and they were like, weren't you in school? So we showed them like a fake note. But then things happened and the cops started asking us questions, this and that. And we all just they all called our parents. And when the police came to Nilmin and asked her name, that was the funniest thing ever. She said, my name is Jessica Sanchez.
Nilmin, AKA Jessica Sanchez.
When I heard that name, we couldn't just stop laughing, and everybody was like, why are you laughing? We were just like, even the cop was like, why are you laughing?
Went back to school, we had to call our parents. I was making sure we're having a great time laughing about it as it's going on. Next day, next week, everybody's talking about it.
And she lied about her name, and then she got in trouble for that because she was giving false information to a police officer, but nothing major, but she lied about her name. She said her name was Jessica Sanchez.
When we first moved into New Territory, when we were looking for houses and stuff, we were in slow process of finding a house, but she was in a rush, and I really could understand why she was in a rush. But then after a little while, I understood that, oh, Imtiaz was already there. So the sooner we moved there, the sooner she can see him.
You know, he would sneak into our house, you know, just chat a little bit for with Nilmin, and you know, there had been some times where I didn't know, you know, that they were going out. You know, they were dating each other, and you know, I ended up finding out about Imtiaz, you know, through one of those instances.
Oh yeah, I remember like it was yesterday. Yes, I do. It's you know, been 5 years, and Alim, Nilmin, and our relationship was just something that most people never see in a lifetime. You know, they never go through that.
Alim's been part of, you know, my brother's life since I think since my brother, maybe since 1 or 2 years old. You know, so he was like, it was like a brother. You know, so when he passed, Imtiaz took it pretty hard.
Imtiaz was devastated when that happened, and the thing that Nilmin did for him is a lot. She really was on his side, and she, you know, she had a loss too. It was like a brother that she lost, but it was something that Nilmin stepped up, and that's when I think Imtiaz knew that she was the one for him.
College was probably the craziest times we've ever had, and I don't think you could ever recreate those times now that we're a little bit older.
Whenever we would hang out in college, she was always watching out for you, making sure you didn't do anything dumb or stupid, even though we kind of did, but she'd be the first one to tell us not to do it, or be the first one in the morning to tell us we were dumb for doing it.
The water fights. I don't really know or remember how these things started.
I don't know how it started either.
But they occurred a few times.
Yeah.
And they ended up just drenching our whole apartment.
Yeah, flooding.
I think the first time it happened, I think we were all trying to clean the apartment together.
Yeah, that's right.
And our sink nozzle kind of came out of
You started it.
kind of the sink, and so I think I may have sprayed it on Nilmin or something.
Yeah.
And she's always let me get revenge first.
Right.
And so she went and filled up a bucket of water and kind of chunked it on me, and then I think he got a little bit on it, and it just ended up.
We started getting big Ozarka bottles and filling them with water and just throwing them on people.
It just kind of escalated to a point.
We flooded the apartment.
Yeah, but this wasn't the only time it happened. So I don't remember the other times how they started, but they did occur.
That was the fun thing to learn with them.
Yeah.
Random things like that would happen.
Little things kind of happen, and nobody really got pissed off at the fact that that happened. We just ended up cleaning up the rest of the place.
Yeah, just soaking it with a whole bunch of towels.
Yeah.
Well, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, so I'd have to kill you.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas is a motto I'm sticking to. I thought what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But Vegas was awesome.
We go every year annually. Imtiaz has a tire show or tire convention thing.
Well, that's his excuse.
Well, they've been on a couple of Vegas trips, and we went on the most recent one. And I mean, I don't remember much from it. So
Yeah, I think all we do is eat and gamble.
Being part of the Vegas crew, that was the first time where a bunch of friends got together and took a big trip, you know, out of state.
it was all of us together for the whole weekend, and a lot of crazy stuff happened, but you know, we all like stayed together. It was a lot of fun. I mean, missed it a lot.
Imtiaz Nilmin, just a regular crowd, and we didn't have to worry about anything. It was just a blast.
Yeah, it was a good time. He made money. I lost money.
It's a whole lot of fun. We spend a lot of money and we gamble.
They just make the party happen. Both of them. Hands down.
Do you hear me? I'm talking to you across the water, across the deep blue ocean, under the open sky. Oh my, baby, I'm trying.
Boy, I hear you in my dreams. I feel you whisper across the sea.
How do I feel about Imtiaz and Nilmin? I want to say it's a match made in heaven.
I think they're meant for each other. They're so great together.
I would just have to say mom and dad.
I think they kind of complement each other in many ways. And as I've said before, these guys kind of balance each other out.
When I think of Nilmin and Imtiaz, I actually think of Corey and Topanga from Boy Meets World.
It's been like 12 years or like 13 years, and that's longer than most people are married. So, I mean, that in itself is an achievement.
You've been with someone for that long in your life, it's just meant to be or whatnot. What they've been through, their ups and downs, it's just meant to be from the get-go.
These two started dating, long time ago, and they've been together for such a long time, and to see a couple last their ages like that at such an early age is extremely nice.
I just think that they're compatible. There's some things about Nilmin that isn't in Imtiaz, and there's some things about Imtiaz that isn't in Nilmin, like the qualities and stuff, and I think they're a great match.
I've never seen that really from other couples, how easygoing they were together.
It was already written. It was gonna happen.
They always have fun.
They really, really balance each other out well.
They love each other.
They belong together.
They both care for each other.
They're a match made in heaven.
They're best friends.
They're great for each other.
They complement each other.
They're beautiful.
They belong together.
They're amazing.
Are meant for each other.
Our amazing couple.
They complete each other. I really do think they do.
They're the perfect couple.
Come up to meet you, tell you I'm sorry. You don't know how lovely you are. I had to find you, tell you I need you, tell you I set you apart. Tell me your secrets and ask me your questions. Now let's go back to the start. Running in circles, coming in tails, heads on the sides apart. Nobody said it was easy. It's such a shame for us to part.